Hello, film lovers, and welcome back to Yemi Flicks, your number one channel for in depth reviews of the latest and the greatest of movies. Today, we are diving into a blockbuster biographical film that has taken Nigerian film industry by storm. The movie titled Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti.
My name is Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti,
wife of the Right Reverend,
mother of Dulupo Olikoye Fela and Bekolari.
This is about the plight of the Egba market women.
ẹ̀yin obìnrin tí wọ́n ṣe ń rẹ́ àwọn obìnrin yẹn jẹ.
ó tẹ̀ tí wàá sún wa wọ́n wá gbé tuntun dé bá wọn ní ká máa sanwó omi.
The Alake has brought the fight to us. It is now time for us to take the fight back to him.
Just give the order.
If you fail, you must try again.
This film, written by Tunde Babalola and masterfully directed by Bolanle Austin Peters, chronicles the life of the iconic Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti, a figure of immense historical significance. Funmilayo was an educator, a fierce political campaigner, a women's rights activist, and the mother of the Afrobeat legend Fela Anikulapo Kuti. From her early days at Abeokuta Grammar School to her marriage to Israel Ransome-Kuti, the film explores Funmilayo's revolutionary spirit and her relentless fight against colonialism and patriarchy. Her creation of the Abeokuta Women's Union is a testament to her indomitable will and visionary leadership. Portrayed by a stellar cast including Kehinde Bankole, Joke Silva, Adunia Ade, and so many others, the film delivers powerful performances that brings these historical figures back to life. Kehinde Bankole's portrayal of Funmilayo is particularly noteworthy. She perfected her art by capturing her strengths perfectly, her resilience, and Funmilayo's charisma in that movie. One aspect of the film that particularly stands out is the dynamic relationship between Funmilayo and her father. He was her source of motivation, pushing her beyond boundaries and instilling in her a sense of purpose and determination.
Kí ló fẹ́? Kí lè ro ọkàn ẹ?
It's good. I'm grateful.
Grateful but not fulfilled.
Mo ti yí ọkàn padà. Wàá lọ ilé ìwé grammar.
You are going to secondary school. And God willing, after that, higher learning. See, my child, the only way we can beat the colonialists at their game is by learning what they know. And not just learning it, but knowing it better. Just like our great warrior Lisa B defeated the Oyo Empire, we are going to defeat the white imperial.
The film doesn't shy away from revealing the harsh realities of the time, starting from bullying and societal pressures. Yet we see how colleagues of higher rank were able to intervene in situations that has to do with bullying and sometimes societal pressures. And that showcased the value placed on position and seniority back then. And it's also a value that seems to be lessening in today's world. A memorable quote from the film which says,
Quick word of advice, Francis. If you want to survive here, you need to learn how to soak up the oil and not just the stew, okay?
What does that even mean?
soak up the oil, not just the stew, serves as a poignant lesson on focusing on the essence rather than the surface, if you know what that means. So this is reflective of Funmilayo's approach to her activism and her life in general. Alright, let's talk about outstanding performances from actors in the movie. Each actor, from the veterans like Jide Kosoko and Adebayo Salami, Dele Odule, to new faces like the market women and some other people who played some minor roles in the movie, all of them delivered exceptional performances that enriched the narrative of the story. We need to understand something though. Creating an era specific movie comes with its own challenges, but the replication of the 20th century setting was impressive. Bam! The costumes, the settings, and the props, everything were meticulously designed, and one of the film's most intense moments was when Funmilayo slapped the warlord, what is it, Parakpoi, or what do they call them in the movie, slapped him in the marketplace. This scene exemplifies Funmilayo's boldness and fearless nature. She's such a powerful woman that dares to do what other women dares not. Also, in the movie, the introduction of the oral culture and its significance added some kind of depth to the storyline and offered viewers a glimpse into the traditional practices and beliefs of the people at the time. Now we're still talking about the believability of and the accurate representation of the story. We see when Funmilayo loses her voice during the protest. Right? Now this is not faking it. You understand? This is not unreal. This is real. There's a joy you derive from watching something that is so real that you connect with naturally without forcing it. This is what makes a strong narrative. This is what completes a story. And the believability in this movie in terms of character representation and character delivery, in terms of dialogue, facial expression, the voice, everything was just perfectly represented. So when Funmilayo loses her voice, it symbolizes the struggles and sacrifices she endured, and also the resonating voiceover throughout the film kept us connected to the story and provided us context and emotional depth. And the voicing used was that of an older Funmilayo, and it actually, at some point in the movie, you get to connect with that voice coupled with the motion pictures. You get to feel it emotionally. If you know about the story, you get to understand it more, to appreciate the people involved, to appreciate the story, the narrative, and to appreciate history. And this movie encapsulates everything that we are talking about here. With a runtime of 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 19 seconds, the film is precise and very much on point, and it kept the audiences engaged from start to finish. But then there's one thing I noticed in the movie. It is not necessarily a flaw, but I felt this particular thing could have made the movie a bit more resonating in terms of culture, in terms of the cultural perception. So this is about the Yoruba in the movie. The Yoruba, of course, was well spoken, but Egba could have been more, used, especially since the story is set in Abeokuta. The fact that some of the chieftains and even the guards, the king, spoke very fluent English at that 20th century. Not very much, of course, they were educated, but Egba as a language, as the indigenous language of the Abeokuta people, could have been more effective instead of the normal kind of Yoruba that was used. Of course, Egba was used at some point in the movie, but not as much as we would have expected to have it. But nonetheless, the use of Egba in key scenes like the protest and interaction with chiefs added a lot more authenticity to the movie. The movie Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti underscores the power of women, like I said earlier, and unionism, And the Alake king and chieftains underestimated the power of the women and their unionism, and it boomeranged spectacularly on them. Also, a lesson from Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti's experience or time in prison is particularly inspiring. And that's also another scene that I considered very, very important in that movie. Because at the brink of giving up, she found motivation in her circumstances. And that's a testament to her indomitable spirit. Of course, the love story between Funmilayo and her husband is another highlight, and their mutual understanding and unending support for each other offer a powerful lesson for every one of us.
Ifemi, return to the market. Meet these women on their own turf.
I tried that before. It ended in disaster for them.
Well, if you fail, you must try and try again.
In the end, Funmilayo achieved great victories but also faced profound personal loss, and that reminded us that sometimes the journey to achieving our own dreams can come with a heavy price. Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti died on April 13, 1978, and that's a year after the invasion of Kalakuta due to the complications from surgery sustained during the attack. Her legacy of courage, power, and fight against oppression remains an inspiration to every one of us. But we can go on and on and on to talk about this iconic personality, the first female to attend a school in Nigeria, and of course she's the first female to drive a car in this country, and she has achieved quite a lot of successes and contributed to the evolvement of women. She's an icon, and we can go on and on to talk about her, and it won't end. So this movie actually encapsulates a sensitive part of our life. So just go and watch this movie and see what I'm talking about. And that's it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more reviews of the latest films. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti? Until next time, keep watching great films and have a good time.